Broadcasting live from Beat Coast Studios, you are listening to Blacking It Up with Team Blackness, right here on blackingitup.com.
What is going on, people? We are back. This is Blacking It Up. I'm your host, Elon James White. With me, as per usual, is Team Blackness. Beaming all the way in from Washington, D.C., we have Bassey Ikpi. Ma'am.
You guys missed it. Elon was trying to serenade me.
I wasn't trying to serenade you. You pointed out that, well, maybe I was trying to serenade you.
You know, he said, hold on, girl.
I have no clue where that came from. I have these moments where I just say crazy shit, and it just pops out. And literally, I said seriously, hold on, girl. Like, I said it, and I meant it at that moment. When I meant that, I was like, hold on, girl. You should just hold on.
Was amazing.
You should just hold on. Been along together. No, I don't know. I have no clue. I have no clue. I feel like I might still have alcohol in my system from last night. Maybe that's what's happening.
Hell yeah.
Because it's been a morning. Also in studio we have Premier Straight Man, Captain, Lieutenant, General. Sometimes he's a doctor. Aaron Rand Freeman, sir.
I'm a professional at all times.
And it is this professional's birthday. Happy birthday, sir.
Thank you very much.
I just realized I was going to call you something. I realized that's just not nice. So we're not 14. Why did I have to insult you when I'm saying happy birthday? Happy birthday to you, sir.
Thank you.
How old are you at this point?
28.
Oh, my God. You're just turning 28. I remember when I was 28. I had hope in my heart. I still felt good about life. But no, and last night at Blacking Up Live, we actually got, we had, like, there were cupcakes and stuff and everything for Aaron for his birthday. And Aaron, I'm about to upload the audio from last night's. Aaron hit his Dougie.
I hit the shit out of that Dougie.
I think you're going a little bit too far. You didn't hit the shit out of your Dougie.
Yes, I did. You realize the world is ending? How many more opportunities am I going to get to knock out a Dougie? That's perfect for the end of the world.
But that wasn't a world-ending Dougie.
No,
sir.
I think the world is ending around me. What am I supposed to do but Dougie?
Admittingly, yes, that's true.
Thank you.
And I mean, and apparently there might be a video from this.
There is.
Yeah, there might be video for that. Oh, what's that?
Shit out of this thing. Everyone sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Let's go, Aaron. Just run that over and over again for an hour. I'm out. I'm done. Happy birthday to me. I'm out.
Aaron has left.
I can't see it.
Aaron has left the building. He's no longer. Oh God! Yes, that was a clip of last night's Blacking It Up.
Email it to me or something.
I will send them the link out. Danielle J. Philly tweeted out the link, and so yeah, you can see Aaron hit his full
the shit out of that.
Hit his full Dougie.
Go. You haven't hit that. Watch that video.
You're way too excited about this.
Of course I'm excited about. What am I supposed to do? World's ending. What am I supposed to do? Sit there reading books and enriching my life? No, I will fucking Dougie till the comments hit me directly. Fuck that. Let's go. Oh.
Yeah, this is if you missed last night's Blacking It Up, this is what you were missing. You missed a live Dougieing by Aaron Rand Freeman. And we should just give a shout out, the woman who taught you how to Dougie was
Patrice Calendar.
Patrice Calendar. She was a guest host of Blacking It Up a few months ago. And she was at the thing, and
I will never forget her. I will never forget Patrice Calendar.
She showed you the way of the Dougieing.
It was magnificent. That's a beautiful woman right there. That's a beautiful
just
woman.
For your Dougie?
Just for the
Dougie?
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not sure. Like, it's amazing that we're doing this podcast right now. I wasn't prepared to do it. I'm so done. I was so tired. Like, there was a lot. There was partying, and then there was drinking, and then, like, somehow we were at, like, Mexican at, like, 2 in the morning. Like, I don't even understand how Blacking It Up Live ended up like that. Like, it was a night. And we had a black Republican on the show, Bassey. A random black Republican. No, not random. She's a fan of the show. We have a black Republican fan.
And it's a girl?
And it's a girl.
Wow.
Yeah, and she listened. She came by the show.
Was it Condoleezza Rice? No.
No.
Did your son tell you to say that?
What does that mean?
Condoleezza Rice?
No, it was not Condoleezza Rice. It was, I believe her name was Sharima, and actually, when we upload the audio, we actually had a little bit of a talk with her about it, like on stage, about being a black Republican. Because, like I even said last night, when I think black Republican, I think evil. I think someone who just completely just doesn't understand life in general. But I felt, but like when we got there, she was such a sweet, nice young lady. We talked, and she seemed completely reasonable. She just happened to be a Republican, and I had Say it again.
Did she say why she's a Republican?
She did, and you can hear that on the Blacking It Up Live MP3 that's gonna come out.
Tell me,
huh?
You bring it up, but you're not gonna tell me.
That's right. That was me teasing the Blacking It Up Live podcast that we'll do. And I'm going to do countdown now. It's going to be countdown now to episode 100 for Blacking It Up Live in June. Bassey, I swear to God, I'll stab you if you're not here in New York.
What day is that? What's the date?
It's a Wednesday, June 18th. So people, I need everyone to put it in your calendars now. Just go put it in your calendars.
June 18th is a Wednesday?
Yes.
June 18th.
As opposed to June 18th.
No, wait, that doesn't sound right. That doesn't feel right at all.
Oh, I'm
no,
sorry.
the world is probably going to end if that's.
Well, yeah, don't worry about it. Like for all we know about the Rapture.
No, June 18th is a Saturday.
Okay, then June 15th.
See, and y'all looking at me like I'm crazy.
Because sometimes you're a little crazy.
Because Bassey We're Alive is Friday, June 17th. And so for you to say
June 15th. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Wrong.
I'm sorry. What about me being sorry? Are you okay with that now?
Yes, I'm fine.
Excellent.
I don't know if I could come. It's 2 days before.
You're gonna go. You're gonna show up. That's what you're gonna do. You're going to be there.
How are you going to miss the 100th episode, complete with live show, Blacking It Up, Bassey? How?
It's your own program.
How?
And the greatest podcast in American
How?
history.
Yeah, we should be winning that. How, Bassey?
Very carefully.
There's no answer for that.
We're gonna talk about you hard. I'm not gonna lie to you. You missed Blacking It Up Live, 100th episode. We're gonna talk about you hard. It's gonna be hard, son. But I want everyone right now, because like I said, I always forget to tell people to like enough times so they can plan their shit and they can be there. So listen now. This is the day after the last Blacking It Up Live. I'm telling you right now, June 15th, as Bassey pointed out, June 15th, Blacking It Up Live. You have to be there. 100th episode. It's going down. No one? No one?
Fuck you.
I said it. I whispered it.
You whispered? No. It's like, okay, fine.
I didn't want Aaron to yell at me. It's his birthday.
Thank you.
And Malcolm X's birthday.
Yeah. You share a birthday with Malcolm X. Did you know that, Aaron?
Yes.
Did you actually know that?
Of course I knew that. My parents are black.
And yeah, so you're all Malcolm X. A few people are shit to say, like people were like tweeting like, oh, it's my birthday too or whatever. And I was like, I'm sorry. The only person I'm acknowledging today is the premier straight man, Aaron Rand Freeman. That's it. That's the only person that matters right now. Right now, Aaron, it is all about you.
Excellent. Thanks. That's fantastic.
Lord. Last night's show, wow. We had a lot of fun. Jess Wood is batshit crazy.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Jess Wood, literally, I could just see the room just go, and it was awesome, and then burst into laughter. Like we had a lot of fun last night, even without alcohol. Alcohol is not the primary method of fun. We had fun in general. Aaron, would you agree on that?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so it's not that we're alcoholics, because I realize that people listening to it would think that we're alcoholics, because Lynn Prokop, guest host last night, kept pointing out that I like the occasional beverage. So the people are like, oh, you guys with your drink.
They could shake our head until they saw Hassan.
Oh my God, Hassan was drunk as shit.
He out alcoholicked everyone on stage, and everyone in the crowd.
Yeah,
he was.
Yeah, he
was.
Yeah,
he was wobbly on stage, wobbly walking to the stage.
Yeah, so because Hassan guilted me into a spot, and so we're like, "Cool, you want to do comedy?" Because he thought that when I said Hassan wanted to perform, he thought that I wanted the audience to boo or whatever. I didn't think they were going to boo. No, our audience is pretty good. Even when we had the Black Republican on stage, the audience was fairly good. They acted up a little bit, but they were fairly good. There was no hissing, there was no booing, actively booing. They were just like. It was actually pretty funny, but for the most part, everyone was pretty cool. Everyone dealt with the fact that they disagreed with her, and they dealt with Hassan. Hassan was Hassan and said Hassan type shit.
Well, you know what it was? Everyone expected an ornery, drunk Arab dude, and he dropped his ornery, drunk Arab humor like a professional. Then you dragged his drunk ass off the stage. It was well done. He was in his lane. Like a professional, and I respect that about him.
That's what he does. But yeah. Everyone acted right, and everyone acted right up until the end. When I think I've challenged June from Harlem. I've challenged her into to bringing her entire harem for next Blacking Up Live. I'm a little bit afraid because her friends are like, you don't want to challenge June because last time June threw a party, all of a sudden 2 days later, you're like putting your hand on somewhere and like, oh my God, is that whipped cream? You don't want to challenge her. And I was like, whoa, I think I'm challenging June.
You know how I met June? Would you like to hear how I met June?
Please tell me.
Bassey were live in New York last August. Mm-hmm. A bra flew through the air and landed on stage.
That sounds about right.
I've loved her ever since.
It sounds about right.
She is an awesome person.
Yeah. No. We're fans of June. And she brought some of her friends. One of her friends is the one who shimmied at the first Blacking It Up Live, who I challenged by accident. And then she sashayed all across everything, and I learned my lesson.
She was wearing a reflective shirt.
That's right. She was very reflective. But no, she came last night as well. She was very, very sweet. And June apparently is going to bring all of her. She was just like, wait, you want my female harem or my male harem? I'm like, you do what you gotta do, June, when you want to bring people in there. So I think just next Blacking Up Live, you should just come simply to see what June's going to pull out. Because we know this woman will take out a chicken cutlet out of a bra and throw it. She will throw bras on stage. She goes down. So we're going to see how this is actually going to happen. And it should be fun. Because like I said, last night was a lot of fun. And we had to have fun because, I mean, in all honesty, we're planning Blacking It Up Live 3, the 100th episode. But at the same time, the world's ending Saturday. So, Bassey, what are you doing for the end of the world?
Well, here's the thing. I know I'm not getting into heaven. So, the world isn't, technically, it's not ending. Jesus is coming back and taking people who are going to heaven. Right. And then the rest of us have until October to hang out. So, I'm going to just hang out a little bit. And people who, because I need to move. So, I'm going to look at the church program. See who's going to heaven?
Rent control.
Whose house I like.
Right.
That's fantastic.
And then I'm going to move in.
That's a brilliant idea.
My plan.
And if they get raptured, they didn't have a time to get rid of their lease, so you probably have a month or two before they'll even notice that you're there.
Yep, and 9 times out of 10, the landlord's not going to heaven. So
right. Oh, so then you're gonna have to pay them though. Yeah. What would be good if you could find out?
I'm sure that things are already taken care of. I mean, responsible people who have houses probably have some sort of direct deposit thingy happening where or not direct deposit, where the money comes out and pays things. That's what I'm looking forward to. I feel like if you're responsible enough to go to heaven, you're responsible enough to have good credit and all your bills paid online.
Do you think that when they get raptured, their credit card's just going to fall and you just pick it up and excellent, and just go about your day?
They're not taking their clothes with them. Their wallets are going to be here, their purses. I'm going shopping, basically.
That's why you're not going to heaven.
That's really awesome looting technique.
That is a terrible looting technique.
You got to have a plan.
There is a reason why you are not going to heaven.
Can we go shopping on Sunday, Bassey?
Yes.
We'll go shopping. I'll watch you shop. You shop for me. We'll have a good time. We'll have lunch and brunch. It'll be a good time.
You guys, this
What?
is
Yes, we
this
can.
is
What are we supposed to do with all those derelict credit cards, Elon? What are we supposed to do? Report them being as missing? Have accounts closed?
I don't believe that Jesus is going to... Is it like that? Is it like literally when Jesus comes back, like people just like you look around and there's just a pile of clothing where they were? Are they gonna are they just like disappearing out of their clothing, or does everyone get risen to the sky? Do they rise to the sky like levitation, like a massive levitation movement?
I assume that their bodies don't go anywhere. It's their spirits at least.
So anyway, we just gonna have a bunch of dead bodies laying around?
Not dead, raptured.
Zombies. Remember that was the whole whole zombie apocalypse.
Spirits will leave the bodies.
Spirits leave the bodies. Zombie apocalypse. Oh, so May 21st is the beginning of the zombie apocalypse.
I could deal with that.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
I was worried that it was.
I feel like Jesus should clean up after himself.
What?
That's
He should
fair.
clean up himself.
That's really fair.
The least he could do, like, we're not going to heaven, so what? We got to sit around with like zombies now.
Yeah, apparently. As long as you're prepared for the zombies,
Jesus,
I think
Jesus shouldn't go to heaven for being rude.
Oh my God, are you saying that Jesus isn't good enough to go to heaven? Oh,
if he's going to leave dead bodies or zombie bodies around for the rest of us, that's just rude.
And he was messing around with that chick who was a little bit questionable. You remember that? You know, Mary Magdalene. Like, how did she?
Oh, now she's questionable just because she was with Jesus.
No, she was questionable.
Love.
She was questionable beforehand. Like, and I think it's just like no. My God, we're gonna go to hell. Everyone who loves Jesus listening to the show right now, like my mama, is probably shaking and she doesn't know why. Like there's just a chill going through my soul. I don't understand. I decided that like my mother's the only person I know who should go to heaven at this point. And it's not because of like she lives a great life. It's like now she just loves Jesus and she's repented a bunch. So I assume that if anyone's gonna go to heaven, it'll be my mom. So I feel like I should just like keep tabs on her, like from like midnight on Friday to like midnight Saturday. Make sure and see what's happening. And by the way, if she doesn't make it, if she's not gone by midnight on Saturday, as opposed to saying that the rapture didn't happen, I'm just going to say, you know what? That's what you get for not getting me a psychogenesis. Oh. When I want to see God wanted me to have a psychogenesis, and you didn't do it. And now what? Look at this. Now you're here with me. Now you're here down here with the rest of the sinners.
Worst son ever.
The sinners, indignant people, and zombies.
That's right. Look at that. Look at that. All you had to do was get me a psychogenesis. You know, maybe we would have been cool. But no, you have to have good grades and clean your room. Blah 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 blah. What about that whole doing to others thing? Yeah, Ma. Yeah, you fucked up, didn't you? Yeah. Now you're sitting here at brunch with me.
She will send you to heaven herself. Just so you know.
But at that point, she'll have nothing to lose. She'll go, you know what? I already didn't make it, so I can take you out. Like, you're done here. Oh, my God, I'm totally going to taunt my mother when she doesn't get raptured.
I feel like it's not fair. Like, I feel like he should come down and be like, okay, those of you guys who are kind of on the fence about me, check it out, I'm here. But you don't get in automatically. Let's have a dance-off.
Oh my God! Like you got served.
So you battle people to get their position.
Oh my God! That's a great idea.
Or like a Jeopardy final round, something. Like I don't think it's just fair. You just get to go. It's not fair.
I feel like there should be a Dougie off. I feel like there should be a Dougie off, and if you cannot Dougie properly, you can't get into heaven. And obviously, Aaron Rand Freeman.
Straight line into heaven.
I don't think you're getting in.
Straight line. I think they would stop me mid Dougie. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Freeman. Oh, here you go.
I don't think you get in.
I think I get in. I think I get in first ballot. First ballot, I get in. Oh yeah, I think so.
Oh,
you're just hating on my Dougie.
So okay, let's say for a moment, like all the people that are all super Jesus stuff, right? And they're going to heaven. Can you like see them and be like, I challenge thee, and then challenge them to a whop off?
Yes, or like, I feel like that you should be able to be.
So like, the only way they can get in, right? Exactly.
Saved, but I know some information about him, so he can't just go in free pass. You got to whop it out.
And you have information on him as if God doesn't know that information.
Oh, yeah.
Like you have like you have a secret file. Like, oh look, I know the time when he was masturbating behind the church. And God's like, I knew about that already.
That a sin. I was thinking more of like.
I don't know I'm going by Catholic rules. I don't know what rules we're even going by for this particular rapture.
I know.
It's hard
for like people who don't. What about the Mormons? Like, what are they gonna do?
Yeah. Well, we don't know whose rules we're going by. Are we going by Jehovah's Witness rules? Are we going by Jewish rules? Are we going by Islamic rules? I don't know the rules.
Oh, Islam, they're not going to heaven. Not to heaven with Jesus in it.
Oh, right. They go to heaven with the virgins, right? I don't know the back end of that.
Do we have a rapture expert anywhere?
Can we get a rapture? I need my rules to understand, because I like to bone up on this now before the rapture happens. So like,
it's
maybe
Saturday.
I have a couple days. That means I have at least tomorrow. I mean, oh wait, tomorrow's my girlfriend's birthday. Ooh, so I can either.
You have no time to study the rapture.
I can study the rapture, or I can go take her out for.
You can do both. Why don't you take her out to a rapture informational class seminar?
Do you think they're holding one?
They should be. It's Friday before the rapture.
Friday, I would think so. Like there should be. There should be that. I agree, sir.
It's 4 hours for $20. I mean, why not? You just get to learn a little bit, see whether you can get out of it, get into it, what the deal is.
We're all going to hell so badly. I feel like we know we're going to hell, and so we're just like tying a nice little bow over it. Like just like, oh, so you know what? We're bad people. We fucked up. There's no way God's letting us in. So you know what we're gonna do? Fuck with shit. Just mock it until we can end it. I'm repenting. I'm not with you fuckers. I'm going to heaven. I've decided.
That was unbelievably fast.
What? I just realized, why am I playing with you guys? I don't have to burn in hell.
If it works,
come on. What are you going to do in heaven? Seriously.
Starting a podcast.
You think?
This week in clouds? I don't know. Heavening it up.
You know who's in heaven? Richard Pryor.
What?
I'm saying, I think the funny black guy is covered.
Are you saying that there's a quota? Like it's a corporation? Like they already have a black guy? Is that really?
That's exactly.
I am offended.
You're jobless in heaven. That's gonna suck.
I don't need a job. I can start. I've been telling you, it'll be awesome. When I start my podcast, it'll be great. I'm like, hey, what's up with those people on Cloud 8? What's going on with them? It's cloudism. I don't know. I'll come up with something.
You're going to wind up having to be tech support for Richard Pryor's podcast.
Basically, you'll be rewiring his studio. He's like, oh, good, I'm glad you're here. We've been trying to get a video set up.
You know what? I take offense. I take fucking offense.
Be the first person to get fired from heaven.
That's true. I would be like belligerent for something. I'm like, really? Really, motherfucker? Really? I don't need to play with you. I'm going to go do my own shit somewhere else. Probably in hell.
Jesus gets to sit at the right hand. Who am I? Where I get to sit?
This bullshit, son.
Because I'm black?
That's cool. I can't wait to have that first episode of Blacking It Up when they send you back down from heaven. You're going to have a lot to say. It's going to be a very hard-hitting episode.
So, Elon, how was heaven? Heaven is bullshit, son. You don't even understand. Can you sit back here? I don't know the rules. I need fucking rules.
I'm assuming that hell is just what's left of Earth, and you go into heaven.
Okay.
And they just send you back, and you're just chilling out.
All right. Yeah. Oh, that would suck so much. I feel like going to heaven and being kicked out would be worse than when I went to the Al Sharpton and Hannity debate. And that was pretty bad. Like, I feel like that was pretty bad. But like, I feel like this will probably be a little bit worse. I don't know. I'm uncomfortable with all of this. I don't like it. I'm just letting you guys know I don't like it.
There are rapture rules. I'm going to look them up.
Are there rules? Did you really?
I found someone put them up in the chat room, so I am now looking at them.
Please, I need to know what I need to do to get my ass to heaven, because I've decided I'm not playing with Bassey anymore. Bassey and Aaron can go to hell, and I'm going to go to heaven and chill out for at least a while.
I ain't going to be doing nothing. We're just going to be hanging out till October. Fuck it.
Until October, until when the world ends, sir.
Oh, fuck all that.
If the world ends, then it ends. That means everybody's gone.
But not me. I'm going to be in heaven.
Oh, right, doing IT work. Exactly.
There's always IT work somewhere. There's always there's IT work right now. Like that's probably why we haven't heard from God in a while. The PA system is broken, and no one knows how to rewire that shit. God would love to Skype us, but he can't. God. Oh, my God.
That's just rude.
What is rude? What is rude about what he
This
just...
whole rapture thing is incredibly rude.
The rapture is rude.
How is it rude?
Okay, number one in this rules of the rapture. I wouldn't be on the highway at 6 p.m. on May 21st. If there are a bunch of driverless cars, I think it will be a problem. So you're just going to, like, take people while they're driving, so the people you don't take, like, what, you just going to cause destruction? That's rude.
That's not really rude. I mean, that's just like that. Isn't that part of the hell that's left for us once the rapture happens? That's just part of it.
It's rude. It's impolite.
Listen. Just don't be on the road on Saturday. I would stay in your house, though, because I was like, you know, every car crash is going to be blamed on the rapture, right? On Saturday, like they just disappeared. They just disappeared.
Like, honestly, if I was like a kid in a really ultra conservative religious, like no TV, no whatever, like kind of family, I would use that time to make my escape.
What?
But you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd make my escape. I'd be like, I got raptured, and I just run away.
Oh,
yeah, you can say.
But you gotta leave you have to leave your clothes like in a pile and like with a hat on top of the pile. And so they walk in and they just like.
We're still here. Like, you should have watched that.
Yeah, you should have been nicer to me, fuckers. Now, I got raptured.
I bet you money that's going to be on SVU next year.
So, did they get raptured? And, like, some really crazy religious fanatics will believe that they actually got raptured. This is terrible. I don't know if I'm comfortable with this conversation at all. What other rules? You said there were rules. What other rules are there?
The rules. Okay, number 2, redistribution of wealth. I'm still trying to figure out how soon afterward I can go grab the cars of those who have left. I'm thinking the Mercedes SLK down the street with a fish on the back is looking mighty tempting.
That's a reasonable fucking thing to do. Like, once someone leaves that car, I mean, hopefully they didn't leave it, like, in the middle of driving it. Maybe if they get raptured at a red light, then you can jump in that car and, that's legal, right? Like, if you're driving and you look over and then all of a sudden someone's not in that car anymore, you can get out of your shitty car and go take the better person's car, right? That's like rule, right? First come, first serve?
I would think so.
Okay.
I have a good idea. If anyone's still here after the rapture on Monday, I'm going to organize a I told you so rally and parade. We're going to go find all the church. We're going to go walk into random churches, and if there's a minister or priest crying in the middle of it, we're going to laugh at him for a few minutes, and we're going to move on to another church. What do you guys think?
That's a terrible idea.
That's a fantastic idea.
That's a terrible idea.
Hey, what happened? How'd it work out for you? And then you can leave. You can go on. That's a fantastic idea.
That is a horrendous idea.
They were banking on it.
You are fired from ideas.
My idea is fantastic. People want to do it.
No.
Especially all the stuff we're getting from the looting on Saturday. Come on. We're going to have cars.
It's not looting, really. I think you're misunderstanding. That's not looting at that point. That's just living your life.
Redistribution?
Right. That's what that's called.
All right, fine. After redistribution, we're going to go have some fun, drive around the town, maybe see a movie, laugh at some religious folks that didn't get taken away, and, kind of getting back into rhythm. Get back into the rhythm of life after that.
I'm done with all this.
What?
I'm not having this conversation anymore because I realize that I'm going to heaven now. Guess what? I just repented.
So?
I just repented right now. Boom.
Is your tie white?
Yes.
Fuck your tie.
How you gonna curse my tie? My tie didn't do anything to you.
Whack ass fake tie. Fake ass.
It's not a fake tie.
Fake ass religious repentance tie.
Listen, right now I'm calling for Team Voltron. If you want to repent right now, you can come with me. I'm going to heaven. Okay, guys. So if you guys want to repent, come with me. Don't deal. You see that guy over there? You see that guy next to me? No, don't trust him. He looks like he's going to hell, right? Come with me. I have the white tie. Come with me.
A lot of them are already penciled in for an orgy, so it's fine.
What?
I'll go to that Sex in the Sky club.
Oh yeah, La Trapeze.
Trapeze, yes.
A lot of things to do here on Earth without all of you religious people and quick repenters here, so it'll be a lot of space.
I'm done.
Imagine how many seats are going to be on the train. We'd be sitting there at 8 o'clock in the morning on the train, like what? Sitting there, elbows out, legs up. Doesn't matter. Fine. Enjoy yourself.
Hallelujah.
Enjoy.
Praise Jesus. Is that what I'm supposed to do? I'm not sure what to do with you. Once you've repented and you're supposed to be on the other side, what are you supposed to do?
Elon is so not going to heaven.
No, I'm going. I repented and I'm going.
I'm going to heaven.
Why?
I've been saved, even though I'm not now. I was saved when I was like 7 years old.
I was
and
saved.
You're saved.
You can be unsaved. No, it's called backsliding.
No, I don't think
you
so.
backslid the shit out of things. You have backslid.
How dare you? I am one of the most moral and ethically sound people you know. How dare you?
Listen, I'm going to heaven and you can't deal with it. I understand that. You realize, at first you were really happy when we were all going to hell. When you realized that I decided that I wasn't going to play this game and I was going forward, now you're trying to fall back. Listen, just go deal with the zombies when I'm gone on Saturday and have a pleasant day. So if you don't hear from me, you'll know why, because I've already repented. So there.
All right.
Excellent.
We'll see.
Another somber episode on Monday when this all fails, and we just have to do more podcasts, more blacking it up.
This weekend, how they didn't take me, son? How did they go just leave me here like that? They left me here with Bill O'Reilly. The fuck? Sorry.
That's your hell.
That's my just me and Bill O'Reilly.
Yeah, it's gonna be the podcast.
Oh my God, no.
So Elon, I found
Sean
another.
Hannity.
No.
And Cornell West.
No.
Y'all.
And the thing is that Cornell would just keep calling them brother Sean and brother Bill, and I'd be like, shut the fuck up! Plutocrat, no, oligarch. Ah!
Don't make fun of what he says.
You know how many listeners we've lost?
Yeah, we just offended everybody.
Everybody.
If there was, just everybody. If my mama was listening, she would have stopped listening. She would have turned off the show. We have to understand that. But it happens. It happens. Like I said, I don't know the rules. But I'm going to heaven, so I'm not really worried about that. We'll get I don't need these listeners that we just lost because I'm going to heaven on Saturday. So there.
I don't know. I don't like traveling, so I feel like
what? It's not like you have to. It's not like you're getting on a plane and you have to go through security. I think you just float.
But like no one can guarantee that they know what's up in heaven. What if you get to heaven? You're like, God damn it!
Yeah, it's a Seattle.
I would rather have my PlayStation.
I mean, it's just like Seattle or something and underwhelming.
Yeah, like and it's cold or something.
It's gonna be fantastic.
Probably cold.
That's why I'm willing to take my chances with the zombie apocalypse until someone can come back. When you get kicked out, just confirm.
I'm not getting kicked out.
Yeah, you are. You're not going to be able to handle Richard Pryor's fame from your technology fueling his podcast. You're going to start bickering with him. You're going to forget that he's Richard Pryor. He's going to tell the right person, and then you're just going to be asked to leave. They're going to give you
Richard Pryor be acting like he Richard Pryor and shit.
They're just going to ask you to leave, and it's going to be a shame.
All right.
When I was little, I thought that everybody gets their own heaven. Like, everyone has their own apartment. So, like, whatever you hate about Earth, you don't have to do when you're in heaven. So I figured at 7 that I'd just be awake all the time eating cookies. I was happy.
And then don't you do that now?
How dare you?
She does kind of do that.
I don't eat cookies.
She kind of just sits in her pajamas and eats cookies.
You're sitting there in pajamas
You're
right now.
There right now in your pajamas eating cookies, aren't you?
Yeah,
I think
eating yogurt.
She chopped up some cookies. She crushed some cookie into it, but she doesn't. You know, you can leave
I don't
that
eat cookies. I haven't had cookies in months.
Days.
I'm done with you.
I'll just sit around eating fruit. That's my heaven. With never mind.
You live like Cleopatra? That's fun.
Yes.
Did you guys know that a Republican read the lyrics of a Wu-Tang song on the Senate floor?
Like when?
Why?
Like recently, about talking about the budget crisis.
Hold on,
I'm not kidding. Wait, I think I can pull it up. I wish I was kidding, but I'm not. Okay, here we go. This can't be true.
Well, Senator Radogno, for what reason do you rise?
Point of personal privilege.
State your point.
Well, after that debate, I think this will be a relevant point of personal privilege. Some of you may know that last night Ray Kwan from the Wu-Tang...
Wow.
Ray Kwan? Ray
Just
Kwan?
like his name was like Ray Kwan.
Ray Kwan? I believe he's an Asian fellow.
Ray Kwan.
Oh, I'm sorry, not prepared for this.
In town. And I got some financial advice from him, which I would like to share with all of you because it does seem quite relevant. Their advice to us is, the most precious thing in the world is the financial security and well-being of your family. You want to send your little ones to the best school, and in the end, you want to know you left them with peace of mind. Nowadays, we all know that cash rules everything around us. Kareem, get the money, dollar bill, y'all.
Bye.
Did she drop the microphone afterwards?
Yes.
Did she lose a bet? Rapture behavior.
Oh,
world's ending. She didn't give a fuck.
Wow. She's done.
I'm done.
I've wanted to say this for a long time. Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bill.
And she's done.
Wow.
That was awesome. I feel like that should happen way more.
Us. Kareem, get the money, dollar bill, y'all.
That's rapture behavior. It's classic. When did this was it like within a week or so?
Yeah, this is recently.
Yep.
And why was the setup like she had a conversation with him?
Apparently she had a conversation with him. Raekwon wrote a letter to her. I can't explain it. I don't know what to say. That's what she said. She read a letter from the rap group, from Raekwon from the Wu-Tang Clan.
So he was engaging in rapture behavior, writing his
representative. That's actually great. Good for him for writing his representative. It's weird that he quoted himself.
I think he was trolling her. If he said, I'm going to write you a serious letter and then end it with my own rap lyrics and then ask you to
they
read
were
it.
Probably smoking. He's like, dog, check this out. I bet you.
Oh, man.
I'm done.
So people don't know how to act.
They don't. Not even a little bit.
And they shouldn't really.
Oh, my God. The Rapture is going to be awesome.
The Rapture is going to be amazing. I'm not going to be here. Sorry.
I'm going to get popcorn and just sit outside. Like, let's go.
I'm
going to make brunch plans just in case. Like, just in case I'm still here. Just in case, like, my paperwork hasn't gotten filed properly. Because I don't know how quickly the I've repented paperwork goes through. So it could take, it might be a hiccup. So maybe, like, I might be here a day or two more. Because they didn't know that I filed it before the right time. Because, like, I'm assuming that like, that's how it works, right? You file your I repent. And then, like, okay, I'm going to live a good life. And at the moment, as long as I don't do anything for the next 3-4 days, I'm good, right? Right?
You're not registered.
I'm totally registered. I've been registered since I was a child. My grandfather's a pastor. I have the pedigree of someone who should be going to heaven.
Oh, so you think it's like legacy now?
I hope like it's like
grandfathered.
Exactly.
I don't think so.
If it works at Yale, how can it not work like that in heaven? My grandfather's probably in heaven already. Grandpa was a pastor. I was baptized and did all that good stuff. I should just be like long as I'm gonna clean up my act. I'm like George Bush Jr. I fucked up for a while. Been cleaning up my act. No more coke. You know, not that I do coke, but you know what I mean. And I'm gonna clean. I'm preaching Jesus, the Word of God, right now. Hallelujah.
Terrible. It's all just terrible.
Listen, brother Aaron, sir. Listen, you just don't understand, all right?
What don't I understand?
You should just open up your heart and accept the words. Crap, I don't know which religion to use. I don't. Damn. Which a lot? No.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if like Scientology? Wait, Jesus comes back and he's like, "All right, Tom, let's go."
What?
Just Tom. Let's go.
Oh, that would be really annoying. But I don't even know the rules of Scientology. Isn't there something about midichlorian or something like that? That's Star
Wars.
I don't remember the rules. I thought there's something in your blood, and you have to be tested, and then things happen. And isn't that more like aliens? That's not like Rapture. That's like aliens.
Well, they believe in the Xenu, the alien, and people have thetans or something in them.
Thetans. See, I knew. Thank you. It was close.
No, it wasn't.
I don't.
We have to have some experts on the Rapture. People have to be able.
I'm assuming that someone has to understand how this works. Like, if so, listen, I will open up the phone lines. If someone understands how the rapture works, please give us a call, because I will fully admit I don't know what's happening. I don't, like, I think like I said, I'm filing my paperwork. I'm going to also mention, I have a recommendation from my grandfather already. I used to play organ in church, so, hello. What if you need someone to play shouting music in heaven? Hello.
Man.
Are you on GChat?
I am.
Okay, I'm going to send you something that you should play for our audience.
I don't know if I can't play it, so don't send it.
Yes, you can.
I can't. No, I literally can't play it. I don't have to set up for it.
It's a YouTube video.
Right, but it would be weird. Like trust me. I literally, I can't even take a tweet. No, you really believe that my setup isn't as sensitive that it is. I've told you right now, the fact that everything works. Notice that the chat room hasn't said there was loud sounds or anything happening. Everything is working in a certain way. You gotta have to accept. Like beforehand, if I get everything beforehand, I can test, I can put it in and done. Right now, I can't test shit. Sorry, you send it to me now. All of a sudden, something would break, something would happen, and I'd be like, "Fuck!" And I don't have the Gmail opened in the right window on the right computer. I have like 4 computers in front of me running all this. It's a thing.
You built a car out of biscuit. Now you're just kind of pushing it around.
Yeah, at this point, I just don't have the. No, we just can't. I can't do anything. But it works now.
Okay, so we can't actually shake or move anything. You literally have everything is just so.
Right.
That's not.
It's excellent. It works. Listen, I'm not listening to you, sir, unless you're going to accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior, okay? That's the only reason I'm listening to you. I'm going to need you to hush. You too, Bassey. Otherwise, I'm not going to do a show with you guys again until you accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior. No more blocking it up until you guys accept it.
I accept that Jesus is my homeboy.
That is inappropriate and wrong.
Yeah,
it's the same thing.
It is not the same thing.
I believe in Jesus.
You believe in Jesus.
Someone asked the question, why do we sing when I raise my hands to Jesus?
Oh my God.
What do it really mean?
What is that?
When I'm in heaven and I'm looking down at you burning in hell, I'm going to remember this moment. I'm going to play this for God. I'm letting God know, like, hey, listen, I wasn't a part of that. They were acting a fool, and I wasn't a part of that. Okay, not at all. Wait a minute, maybe we have an expert on the rapture. Hold on, let me see if I can pull this up. Blacking it up. Who is this, and where are you calling from?
This is, I guess, first lieutenant of the Team Voltron, Meals on Wheels. What's going on, guys?
Sir, hey. What do you have to say about all this?
You asked for. I'm not a certified expert on the rapture, but I mentioned this in the chat room that the people who are starting this whole rapture discussion, they seem to have missed the entire book of Matthew in the Bible. Because one of the major things that the book of Matthew says, and I'll just read it really quickly, is Matthew 24:3, for those that want to keep tabs on their Bible. It says, and he sat upon the Mount of Olives, and disciples came to him privately, saying, tell us where we shall see these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world. Basically what that says is we don't know what it's going to be, and, we don't know what's going to happen. Secondly, there's another one that says, this is Matthew 24, verses 4 through 5, and Jesus answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. So.
When I think about it, I do remember that a big thing when I was still all churchified was that no one knows the time or place. It could happen at any moment. That was the whole point. I
thought you knew that. I thought that's why we were joking about it.
I remember that, but I didn't remember the exact verse. I just remember that was one of the rules. But I much prefer knowing so that I can do a last minute repent.
Well, actually,
I prefer those rules.
You can.
Actually, saying you repent is basically like saying I like ice cream.
No, but I mean it in my heart. That's what I mean. It's in my heart. I know that. I like that. Neil, First Lieutenant Neil needed to call in and say, "Listen, you don't know how this works." Yes, I know that, sir. I'm fully aware that I can't. That's not how that rolls. Did you really think? Did you really believe that I was going to leave? I thought I was leaving Bassey on Saturday.
I would hope not. But,
But now you've ruined everything. I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy that you fucking ruined everything. Thanks, Neil. You know, I gave you a promotion. I might have to take that back.
No, you can't take that back.
How are you gonna tell me?
It doesn't matter. They're going to take Neil. He's done.
Neil will go
Neil's
away.
ready. He's out.
No, I don't believe Neil won't go to heaven at this point because he's been in the tiny chat with Team Voltron too much, and that automatically has to put something on your soul, like put it on your record. Like
I'm the one that started that room.
Yes, so. and that room is a place of iniquity, and now you started it. So congrats on being here with us in hell. Have a nice day, Neil.
Thanks, guys. Shout out to the chat room.
Yeah, I just totally forgot about that. He's a part of that. He's a part of that chat room. That chat room is just sin. Full of sin. Lord.
You mean like the internet?
It's worse than the internet. It's worse than the internet. I've stopped by that tiny chat, and on occasion I'm just sitting there going, what is happening here? This is just not right. Oh, I guess I should. Actually, no, I won't do it today because now it's just ridiculous. I was about to say something of import, but it wouldn't make sense now because we're sitting here doing Raptured jokes for the past 25 minutes, and now I'm going to go, now on a serious note, guys. And I think that
you can do on a serious note. We're all going, it's all a matter of life and death.
This is not.
You have to accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior.
Shut up. That's ridiculous. I don't care if it's your birthday.
What did I I'm just saying you can go say something important because, why not? Right?
No.
All right, fine. All right, fine. And continue.
Okay. Let's see here. Is there? Let's see. Let's actually try to deal with a topic. We're adults, right? We know how to. I feel like this. We were so serious in the beginning of this week, and then for the last two episodes, we were like, no, we're not dealing with it. We're not fucking. Not the last two episodes. Literally last night at the show, and now we're trying to calm down. And now I feel like we've lost our hope. We've lost our focus. We can mock Arnold Schwarzenegger. You want to mock him?
Yes, please.
Why are we mocking him?
The fact that he has a mistress and has a love child.
He's been screwing women for decades. This is what he used to do when he was a bodybuilder. No one stops doing that when it's your lifestyle. No one stops doing that.
Why? Why wouldn't people stop? I would imagine once you're supposed to get married and you have children, that you wouldn't do that anymore.
Getting married doesn't do anything but legally attach you to the hip of someone else while you're doing something that you used to do before you did it, before you got married.
Wow. You sound like a catch, Aaron.
What? I'm just saying. And shut up.
I would argue that people should
they should,
and I believe a lot of people do. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna say that at all. I realized I was about to make an argument for the goodness of humanity, and I realized that I don't even believe that, so I'm just gonna shut up now.
Well, I do, and you're the one going to heaven. I do believe that.
Well, I've repented.
But I think that there are people who I don't think people cheat or have or disrespect their partners if they don't have an open relationship and they don't have an understanding, blah blah blah, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I don't think they do that if they're fulfilled somehow. So I feel like what you're saying. I agree with Aaron, but I also think that it is possible for people to change their ways if inspired to.
Yeah, I believe that. I mean, yes, I do believe people can change, but I feel like no. I just realized that I'm not the most positive. I don't believe in humanity. So
the thing about it is, you only change as far as there's some reason to change. Well, why would like I say, Bill O'Reilly only know he's as smart as his paycheck. You know what I mean? What's the point of him coming up with a different idea that's separate from what he's been saying if you're being paid a lot of money for where it stops? You know what I mean? Like, Arnold Schwarzenegger has been getting paid. He's been successful. He's been a bodybuilder, movie star. There's no reason for him. He got all the way in the governor of California. There's no reason for him to stop living his life. There was no reason. There was no rock bottom. This isn't even rock bottom for him. He probably doesn't care because he's been doing this since he's 18.
It's just so huge. For me, number one, I've never been cheated. I've never cheated. It's just not in me to cheat. I've never cheated. But what I don't understand is that level of humiliation that for your wife. This woman is pregnant the exact same time your wife is. They deliver a week apart. She lives in your house. She's responsible for your food. That to me has like a level of like hatred that I can't wrap my brain around.
Hatred? Would you say hatred? Okay, and by the way, before I start down this road, because I can see that everyone just go, how dare you? I'm not, fall back. I just want to ask a couple questions. I'm not defending it. I think he's wrong. He's a dick, and whatever bad things happen to him about it, he deserves. But do you believe it's hatred, or just a lack of even thinking about how it would hurt his wife? I don't, because I feel like not to say that one's better than the other. I'm saying that, but hatred implies that it implies one thing, and an outward attack towards his wife. Like, I hate you. I'll do this evil thing to you, or something where it's just like he's not thinking about it. Like, he wasn't really worried about how much it might hurt her.
And in my opinion, I feel like that's hatred.
So
That's the ultimate disrespect. Like when somebody, like, I remember watching, I don't know what I was watching, but like when people like bring them into your house and into your bed, and it's a very deliberate act.
Disrespectful? Yes.
I think it's hateful.
Outwardly hateful?
I think there's a level of humiliation and hatred.
Do you believe that? But even if there is a level of humiliation and all that stuff, but if someone's not actively doing it, you can't, like, you have to, for it to equal hate.
Actively not using protection when he's sleeping with the woman that lives in the house and is preparing food for his family.
Yeah, that's just rude.
It's rude. It's disrespectful.
No,
I agree with all that.
Intentional.
I don't know. It's hateful. I feel like that's where I'm getting hung up on. Like, and because at the moment we all agree it was a horrendous thing to do.
There's a respectful way if you want to do this.
A respectful way of cheating.
You can just simply, like, you can literally tell your wife, I'm going to sleep with other people. I'm out of here. And she can do with it what she wants. If you have any type of respect for your significant other, you will tell them something that they don't want to hear at all. If you dislike them, you will stick it to them in every way possible. That you can't not be paying attention. There's no way in the world. It's like when you were younger having sex in your mom's house. I don't know if you.
And he purposely didn't tell her until after he became governor.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's
after he got out of office. You mean?
I know, but he knew before, but didn't want to ruin his chances.
Right.
Therefore, it's
all of that terrible, horrible person,
disgusting,
hateful towards her. It's disrespectful. It's wrong. All those things.
I think it's hateful. That's just my opinion.
Understand?
I've always believed that.
I
think there's a level of it may not be deliberate. It may be like when you have a conversation with your priest or your therapist and you realize that you hold a lot of contempt for your wife,
right,
for your partner.
Yep. All right. Blacking it up. Who is this and where are you calling from? Hello. Oh, the person hung up. All right. Right. Listen. Like I said, I'm not, because I want to make it clear that I am not defending in any shape, form, or fashion horrible, fucked up behavior. Not doing it. I just question sometimes the morality of it. I mean, I'm not even not the morality, because it was bad. Morally, it was bad. But I just, the thought process behind it. I feel like the thought process behind things are part of it. It's like if two things, if the same event happens, but one time, like let's say someone knocks someone down, and that person breaks their neck. If the one person knew that when they were running by them, they could knock that person down, they could break their neck, and they're like, fuck that person, I don't care, that's one thing. But the other person who ran past them, knocked them down, they break their neck, and it wasn't intentional. It was like they still did the horrible thing, but it wasn't, they weren't thinking about that person, which is, it's a disregard for that person, because anyone else who was looking at it would have thought, hey, I'm going to knock that person down and they're going to break their neck. They didn't think that far. I feel like the two, even though the outcome is the same for both things, it's two different things behind things.
For someone that is as large of a figure in your life as your wife, you're just being mean. That's what I mean. For someone, if your wife is that important, there's no way in the world you're not thinking of her unless you're forcing yourself not to. It's not possible for you to have someone you live with, your family, you see every day, you take another woman, and you have sex with her.
That lives in the house house with you, who makes your food, who takes care of your children.
That is essentially in the silhouette of your wife, and you're not thinking about your wife. You're just disregarding intentionally, really, really, really much. Because even if you were thinking about your wife, even if you didn't hate your wife as much as you do, you may take her to a hotel. You may go in the car, but you don't take her all over the house. You don't use condoms. All that is, fuck your wife. Fuck this. Fuck this. I'm mad. So,
blacking it up. Who is this and where are you calling from?
Hey, this is Shari from Philly. What's going on, y'all?
What's going on, sir? What do you have to say about all this?
Well, I just wanted to say how the example that you gave about the running by and breaking the guy's neck and being unintentional.
Well, I believe so. I'm not saying that it was the most magical metaphor possible. I was just trying to create an argument. It wasn't like, and this is my thesis. Like, no, I was just saying that. Like, I was trying to give a point of someone doing something intentionally and someone doing something without regard. I feel like those are two different things.
Well, I think, like, for example, as bad as it was, if he cheated 10 years ago and then went to his wife and said, I did this or whatever, and then dealt with, like, the repercussions of it, he would still be, like, a horrible person, but I think he's just taking it to a whole nother level, and I do think it's hate when you intentionally hide something from the person that you love just for political ambition, because I think he really just did it to stay in office.
Oh, he obviously did it to stay in office, but then it's still being an asshole, being self-serving, and all that doesn't equal hate, is all I'm saying. Like all those things you're saying, absolutely true. I agree 100%. And I guess this might be like, you're like, oh, well, you're arguing semantics, but the intent is important. When discussing these types, actually, in all honesty, in this, I take it back. This is not important. He's an asshole across the board. I just would not say that it was hateful towards his wife. That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's wrong, horrible, disrespectful, like even mean. But to say he hates his wife,
it's hateful behavior.
I'm not
budging.
You don't accidentally and intentionally disregard large swaths of your life without having a serious hatred for it. And
I just
don't do it. It's anything like religion. If you any religion, your mom, your children, whatever you're doing, if it's that large a part of your life that you think of it 40 times a day, for you to all of a sudden put it aside requires almost like a forceful push out of the way. That's what we mean by hatred. The forceful push. Fuck my wife. Not my wife doesn't need to know. Fuck my wife. Because you just it's a separation between it, and that's what we mean.
It's to me it's like a real think of think of the worst possible way that you could hurt somebody. It's not about. I'm not saying it's deliberate. The cheating was intentional. Mm-hmm. The reason for the cheating may not be obvious even to him. Okay. But there's certain things like cheating is bad enough. Stop. But like as the Sharif said, it's a Sharif they're called, right?
Yes.
Yeah, as Sharif said, when you leave your house and you go to work and you meet somebody and you take that person someplace else, you're taking steps to avoid hurting the people in your life, even though you're unintentionally you're going to hurt them, whether they know. So your cheating has more to do with whatever it is that's going on with you at the time. But when you don't even allow your spouse to have a sacred place that belongs to her because you've defiled that space and you keep doing that, and then on top of that you're doing it in a manner that is harmful to her health, not just her emotional well-being. So now you're not just fucking her up emotionally, you're fucking her up physically. Like you're destroying her. It's emotional, it's physical, it's mental, it's spiritual. So you're destroying all parts of her. I think it's hateful.
I think it's hateful too.
Exactly. And thank you for calling in, Sharif.
Sure. Shout to the chat room.
Indeed, sir. I'm just saying that it's. I get everything you're saying. I'm not saying I disagree with almost anything you just said. I believe all that could happen, and there not be an active hate, is what I'm saying. That's the only thing I'm saying.
Resentment generates hate. This is what it is. It's a matter. That's what all resentment generates, is eventually it generates hateful behavior. So he must have resented her on some level. I don't know.
Oh, on some level, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I believe
that's where it all comes from. Resentment generates only hate. That's the only hateful behavior. It doesn't generate anything else. Right. When you resent someone...
I don't think I will backtrack. Maybe he doesn't hate her, but it's definitely hateful behavior. And I think that because I can't say he hates her, he doesn't hate her, but I think that it's hateful behavior. And just like Aaron said, like resentment leads to hatred.
And you know, I won't...
Like, think about it. This is a dude who came from, where, Austria? He was a bodybuilder. He was a movie star, but he was never a Kennedy. And Maria Shriver had this sort of, what do you call it, pedigree that he'll never have. So even his foray into being legitimized, made legitimate, based like on his career, being governor, politics, all that stuff, because he was married to a Kennedy, it gave him something. So in order for him to take that away from her, like, it's almost as if, it's almost when a woman makes more money than a man and a man gets really just crazy about it, it's a way of taking her down a notch. Like, that's what I feel. Like, I feel like you're hitting her where it hurts. And I think that comes from resentment, and that comes from and hatred is born of resentment.
Blacking it up, who is this and where are you calling from?
Hey, it's me, Joe Harney. Sorry I missed it last night.
Not a problem, sir. What do you have to say about all this?
Well, you know me. I'm going to hell, so there's no repenting for me. Number two, about that Arnold Schwarzenegger thing.
Yes.
I know I'm gonna sound off the wall saying this.
Oh no.
But man is not meant to have one woman.
You're married.
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to tell you. Would you like to have chicken soup every night, every fucking night for like?
Really, Joe?
I've been tempted, but I never made the move. But I've been thinking hard, but I never made the move. But if you look at other religions, like the Muslim religion, these guys are lucky. They get to have 2, 3, 4 wives, so they don't have like a divorce rate like we do.
Because marriage isn't based on sex and money.
No.
It's based on being able to provide. Please, you can't bastardize Islam and say it's just about having sex with different women. That's not what polygamy is about. My grandfather had 4 wives, and it was because of the Biafra War. There was most of the men in our village were lost to the war. Therefore, in order to bring the population back up, a lot of men had to take on the responsibility of taking care of multiple families. It's about
Bassey, that's a different situation.
No, Joe, polygamy isn't about having sex with a bunch of people.
I'm not talking about polygamy. I'm talking about the Muslims. The Muslim religion is different than the Christian religion.
And polygamy is when you marry more than one person. That's what polygamy is. That's the definition of polygamy.
So you're calling Muslims polygamists?
What?
Yeah.
I'm calling people who marry more than one woman polygamists.
Really?
And if Muslims do that, they are practicing polygamy.
Now, if you get a Muslim to call in, I'm pretty sure you'll have a decent conversation.
Well, we offer the phone lines for that. Thank you for calling, Joe.
All right, catch you guys later.
All right. I don't.
Crazy old black people getting
like, just crazy black people just coming. Blackie enough. Who is this and where are you calling from?
Hi, this is Crystal. I'm from Connecticut.
I'm sorry. Could you say that again? You were breaking up a little bit.
Hold on.
You gotta get it.
All right.
You gotta.
Okay.
Say it again now.
I'm sorry, Crystal from Connecticut.
Crystal from Connecticut. What do you have to say about all this?
I have to say that Arnold Schwarzenegger just hates all women, and he's a narcissist. That's the beginning, middle, and end of the day. That he doesn't care about anybody but himself. That's why he didn't take regard into his wife's feelings or anything like that. He doesn't care about himself. He just only cares about himself. I'm sorry about that.
I believe that.
Now, and I'll say this: does he only care about himself? Absolutely, I agree with you. You're right. He's a narcissist, all that stuff. Does he hate all women? Or is it just a total lack of respect, or just disregarding women? It's some dudes hate women. Some dudes absolutely hate women, and they do hateful shit towards them.
Which is what, kill them? Like, that's not the extent of exhibiting hateful behavior.
Who said that? I didn't say that.
So what to you is hateful behavior?
In all honesty, I haven't thought about it that deeply, and so that's not an argument I'd make. What I would make is that just because you do something that, and you don't, you just totally don't respect, you just completely don't think about the other person doesn't equal hate. Exactly. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying, because I want
not
clear.
Thinking about somebody doesn't equal hate, but doing things that would actively, consistently, and incredibly hurt somebody else is hateful behavior.
I will not fight hateful behavior. I would actually have to. I would actually look up the exact how the phrase is used all the time before I would even go beyond that. But my thought on it is from the perspective of, is he actively hating her? Because when you say he hates her or he hates women, it is like, I feel like there's something, there's a way of dealing, there's a thought process behind it that I believe some men have. Some men do things because they're like, women aren't nothing but bitches and they would hurt me if they could, blah, 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 fuck them, and I'm going to do all this type of stuff. Has nothing to do with killing or whatever, but it's just like they treat women with a lack of regard, and they actively are doing it because they don't like and they don't respect and they actually actively hate. Whereas some people, I feel like there's just not even, it's just, they're not thinking about them. They're not thinking about women. They're not thinking about the feelings. They're not doing any about that. And that, both are bad. Both are horrendous and both shouldn't be tolerated. There's just it's a different thought process is all. That's all I'm saying. I wanted to be clear. Elon is not defending anything. Understand me. I'm only discussing the angle there.
You're totally going to be on Fox News. Elon James White comes to bat for the governor.
Thank you for calling, young lady.
Shout out to the chat room, and I want to say that I'm a first-time caller and long-time listener.
Aw, well, thank you.
Did you hear her blush?
Well, yeah, that's adorable. We appreciate it greatly. Thank you for calling.
No problem.
Yeah, I feel like I always have to, I want it really, really clear that what I'm saying and my stance. Because I realize that, especially on this show, we get into arguments and discussions sometimes, and just sometimes how I deal with people. And my issue isn't that something is good or bad. That's not it. My issue is intent and idea and where it's coming from. And so sometimes we can agree that that person should get the fuck out of your house. But the reason why we think that person should get the fuck out of your house are two different reasons. And I might disagree with your reason. I still believe they should leave and they're bad and blah, get out. But I don't agree exactly with how your thought process are. Same thing in politics. It happens all the time. It's just sometimes it's just a weird way that happens, and so please understand.
We understand, Elon.
Do you understand, Aaron?
I've known you for years. Now you support adultery and hate women.
Exactly. Because I'm funny. People, especially I guess the audience wouldn't know these things. I actually am someone who's really against adultery. I've had issues. I've had falling outs with people because of certain choices they've made, and I felt uncomfortable, I guess, dealing with them in that way, because I couldn't respect. I grew up, my mama raised me a certain way, and so there's certain things I expect, and I believe I even have certain, when it comes to marriage, I probably still have certain things that I got from the church, like how not that a woman should obey her husband, none of that, but just certain things that it's sacred and that and it should be for life, and certain things that is how a marriage should work, and you should forsake all others.
I don't think I think that it goes beyond just marriage, though. I think that all relationships, once you've made the decision, whether it be friendship, whether it be whatever, once you've committed to a relationship with another person, it's your responsibility as a person to treat them with care.
Yes. I agree.
And if you do things to actively injure somebody else repeatedly, that's hateful behavior.
I believe that could be argued that it's hateful behavior.
I don't believe, even though, I kind of want to get married now. I want to get married for the health insurance. But I don't believe that oh, Joe, you can kiss my fucking ass, you fucking bastard.
What just happened? What just happened?
I don't believe that marriage has any higher law than any other relationship with anybody else. Or with anything else. I don't think that getting married means more than any other commitment that you make. You see what I'm saying? Like, people are like, oh, it's okay if you cheat on your girlfriend, but you can't cheat on your wife. I think that just cheating cheating, period, or disrespecting a relationship or disrespecting a commitment that you've made is an issue.
That's a very interesting argument, and I agree and disagree at the same time, if that's even possible. I do believe that, like I've said before, that the relationship that I'm currently in, I do not understand. I do not feel it would be different if I got married tomorrow on how we interact and how we should be, how we should treat each other and the respect that we have towards each other. I've said so on that end, I agree. But at the same time, let's for a moment say, I was having an issue. And I was just like, you know what? I don't know if I can deal with this. I believe at the moment I have more of an option of saying I'm breaking up with you. Whereas if we were married, I would say we need to figure this shit out. And I believe the figure this shit out is at a higher level when you're married than when you're with your girlfriend.
Absolutely, but again, how you treat somebody else isn't predicated on whether or not you're married. And I think that being disrespectful towards or hurting somebody, regardless of whether or not you have a marriage certificate, is an issue.
Right. Well, and I believe you understand that. I'm not saying that that someone should be treated badly because whether or not they have that. I'm just saying, but there are differences within the idea of how you interact with someone when you're married and when you're in a relationship. Is what I'm saying. Like there are risks I would take with a wife that I might not take with a girlfriend, even if we've been together a long time, because there's still a girlfriend. There's no actual physical, like almost like contract within with each other that means that this is something that we're not supposed to break up. It's active. It's when you get married to me, it's just the active. It's the line is that we are not, no matter what, we're working it out. That's what I think of marriage, not a difference of how you interact with one. It's that we're not breaking up. We just better figure out, like how Jada Pinkett and Will Smith said. And I know, they swing and all that stuff. I don't know any of that. What I am saying is that they asked her about their marriage, and Jada Pinkett said a long time ago when they got together, they didn't want to become one of those Hollywood couples where you get together and break up. So they made a decision that when they got married, that they were getting married, and that's it. It was nothing else. So they had a choice. They could either be married and happy or married and miserable. But they were staying fucking married. And she said that they chose to be married and happy. And even whether or not you believe that they subscribe to that is one thing, but I think the idea is a very good idea. Is that like once you make that decision, that's it. Except and I mean out past like major things. I'm not saying that someone's beating you. You're like, I'm going to stay together. No. Fucking get that guy out of there. There are things that can break that contract, but just unhappiness would not break it. You have to figure shit out because relationships are hard.
Right.
Let us, Dougie. No, I'm kidding.
Can't you just do that in a normal relationship?
Theoretically, yes.
It's a choice. Just make the choice. Just saying.
Oh, my God. Blacking it up, who is this and where are you calling from?
What's up, y'all? This is P-Funk from D.C.
P-Funk, sir, what's going on? What you got to say about all this?
I just heard you going back and forth with Bassey and Aaron, and it sounds like you guys are like having a semantic, confusion. And I was thinking, like, I understand where you're coming from, Elon. It's like, I think you can judge a person by what they do, but I don't think you can judge what's going on in their head by what they do, if that makes any sense. Because I think people do really evil things, but the vast majority of those people, I don't think would recognize themselves as evil. So while what he did to his wife, Schwarzenegger, what he did to his wife is hateful behavior, I think if you were to like sit him down and say, you hate your wife, I don't think he would agree with you at all. And I think he'd be sincere about that.
I think that's basically, that's where I'm coming from. Actually, when you talk about when you're writing a story and you have a villain, the best villains are the villains who don't believe that they are villains. Like
exactly.
they don't know
like,
what they're doing is bad.
I want to achieve this thing,
right.
And whatever's in between, I'm not aware of it or I don't care.
Right.
But it's not like I'm going to be evil right now. Here comes my evil action. There it goes, right there.
That is exactly what I was saying. Yes. That was what I was trying to get through when I realized I all of a sudden looked like I was defending Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No,
I know.
about that.
Okay,
Go ahead.
Okay, no, I'm just agreeing with you, and I appreciate the call, sir.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Not a problem.
Bye.
Oh, you better shout out to the chat room.
Oh, shout out to the chat room. I can't see the chat room. I'm on Ustream, and it's not working at all for me, so I can't.
We're actually going to work on that. Hopefully by next week when we kick in, we'll be back on the Ustream feed for the phones. We just haven't since we went video and everything. Ustream does not like the format we're sending it out, but we're working on it, sir. Thank you for calling.
All right, thanks a lot.
All right. Yeah, I really did feel worried that he didn't say shout out the chat room. But yeah, like what he was saying is kind of like my point. The idea, like that the villain, when you're doing something bad, they're the villains, and I always feel like those villains. Sometimes those villains are funny. Sometimes those villains are actually fairly interesting. The other ones that are just they're being evil. Like I'm being evil. I know I'm being evil. But then there are the villains that don't know. They're just like, what? I'm not being bad. I understand that I did something that, but I'm not angry. I didn't do that out of hate or malice. I did that because this needed to happen, or I really wanted this. And that's a different thought process from someone who's like, I want to hurt you. That's my only thought.
That behavior is just hiding that sentence. That's the thing about it. That type of behavior hides that sentence. You're like, I care, I'm fine, I'm great. And then when it all comes down to it, you do hate. I'm sorry. I've experienced this in life. Mm-hmm. I've seen it. I've grown up with it. It's pretty much all I've grown up with is that someone intensely hates you, but they can't admit it because they want to love you so much, but they don't. There's something wrong, and they can't admit it because when there's someone you're supposed to love, who is your wife, if you stop loving her, it's almost something that your brain can't comprehend, especially if you're someone who's like yourself where marriage is a contract and that is it and we are going to figure this out. You find out that you don't want to figure this out anymore, and then your brain starts to wander, and this is where the resentment comes from. That's where the hateful acts come from. There's something that you hate, but you can never, ever say it.
Agreed.
You can never say it, and you hate it. That's when you start to go over the top. You don't realize it. It would take Arnold Schwarzenegger maybe a lot of conversations before, I hated this shit.
That's a very interesting position. I get that. I get what you're saying. That's a very interesting angle to look at it from. That it's just the frustration.
I'm just telling you, I've lived it. I'm just saying, I know you love someone and you don't understand why you don't like them, and your brain will never properly comprehend it. It's almost like having an ingrown toenail. You'll never understand until you actually dig when you'll have to dig. Otherwise, you'll ignore it because it just doesn't make any sense. It's not computing. But it's there, and it will infect you, and you will function with it, whether you hate that, whether you want to punch that person. You're never going to want to punch that person in the face, but something in there's a problem. It's an infection. Essentially, it's a mental infection for someone, a mental infection. That's the best way to put it. So,
I'll go with that. I'll go with that. And even when you're saying that, it's still, from the way it sounds, that the person... They even while doing things that might be considered in fact hateful, that they don't know they hate. They're confused, and I feel like if you don't know, it's a weird line. I feel like I need to go back and I need to actually sit down because right now we're just having a good discussion and we're just off the top of our head. I feel like I'd want to.
You should just talk to Batman. Batman should just sit him down in the diner and just talk to him and have him hash
Batman.
It out. Batman. You think Batman couldn't get Arnold Schwarzenegger to really admit
Batman?
How he feels? Why not?
Why Batman? Why not Superman? Why not Green Lantern?
Why they don't talk as well as Batman? That's stupid. That's dumb. Listen, just because the world is ending doesn't mean you have to come at me with crazy dumb shit on the fucking air.
I'm done with you. All right, people.
I'm sorry.
All right, people. I've done 3 podcasts in the past 20 hours, 24 hours. I think we've sufficiently blacked it up today. Bassey, do you think were we sufficiently black for you?
Yep.
No sassy response to make it blacker?
I got nothing.
Not even a hey?
No. Got nothing.
How can you not have anything? What about on Saturday? You got to go charging in. You got to.
This is our last show before the Rapture, and that's all you have for me, ma'am?
Yes. I'm already not going to heaven. I don't feel like pushing the envelope.
So you want to go see a movie on Monday then, Bassey?
Sure.
Okay, so you guys have your movie while I'm in heaven.
Just get a car from the belt part way. And
yeah, I'm just gonna pick you up. We'll just hang out.
While I'm in heaven happy, you motherfuckers can deal with whatever your shit is. I'm gonna be chilling in heaven, doing some heaven type shit, and it's gonna be magic on a stick.
Fuck you.
Yay.
This has been Blacking Up. I'm your black host. That was your black wingman, and it is still Aaron Rand's birthday, so people tweet at Aaron, Black Jesus, BLAKKJEZUS. Tweet at Aaron. Say some stuff on his Facebook page. Spread the word. It's Aaron Rand's birthday.
Can I accept Jesus Christ as my quarterback?
No. No. It's not. No.
All right, I'm just checking. All right.
All right. We've been black. You've been black. We've been black together. If I don't go to heaven, I will see you on Sunday for the JTMS cast in the White House, which will be a little bit later this week. I have responsibilities in the morning that are being pushed, that pushes the podcast back a little bit, but it will in fact go down. No one? Nothing?
Basement.
Thank you.
Really?
Thank you, Bassey.
Come on.
Now, you know what?
He's condemning us to a life with the fucking zombie apocalypse, and you're still following his ridiculous
I'm going to talk to Jesus about getting you in, Bassey.
That's bullshit.
When I get up there, I already have my paperwork in.
I hope he's Optimus Prime. I hope the Scientologists are right. I hope Tom Cruise tells you go fuck yourself.
I'm going to talk to God and Jesus Jesus' people, and I'm going to see if I can get you up, because I need you in. I need you. I feel like you're working with me. You said basement. Aaron Freeman, you're going to burn in hell.
I'm going to shoot you in the other eye when you're flown up there.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Enjoy
that is why.
Enjoy that shit.
And that is why you're not going to heaven.
That's right.
That's why you're not going to heaven.
That's right.
You know what? Now I'm
my self-esteem on here.
I'm going to throw rocks at you from the sky, and by the time it gets here, it's going to be a meteor and kill you. So there.
It's all good. Enjoy doing stuff, walking in the walls and shit. Enjoy.
I believe that once I'm being raptured, I'm invincible now. How do you think you're going to do that? I feel there's going to be a shield around me. You can't shoot people as they go to the rapture.
I'm taking a shot anyway. I don't care. I'm taking a shot.
And I believe God would probably, if I already got in, he'll probably give me back my eyes. Duh.
We'll see. If that shit's like Seattle, then enjoy.
You're a terrible, terrible person. I hope
enjoy Seattle.
You're going to meteors.
All you religious people, enjoy Seattle. I'll see you guys.
It's been Blacking Up. Aaron Rand Freeman's a terrible person. Good night.
I hear you running your mouth. I hear you running your mouth.